good, Mike? Welcome back to the roundtable, homie, man.
What's going on, fellas?
Talking SM5. What's good? We already talking that SM5, man. I know you getting off that hype, seeing that whole movie.
Yeah, that joke was crazy yesterday, man.
That's a fact, man. You got the homie Sinatra on the line also, man. What's going on?
Yo, Mike, what's good, bro?
What's going on, family?
Yo, man, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, no doubt.
Yeah, yo, so how'd you feel about the event, man? Yo, like, because we were talking about the battles we actually saw. None of us actually got to get to the event, so we only saw the ones that was on pay-per-view. We started out with official, so official and Miss Hustle. But can we get your thoughts on the battles that we did not get to see and what we can expect? I heard Mr. Wavy and John was the first battle of the night, and Mr. Wavy was not wavy. Is that true?
You know what it is? In all honesty, bro, if you ask me, Wavy was wavy, but the crowd just wasn't feeling the wave. That's all it was.
Okay.
Oh.
Like, Wavy, like, I thought the first round, John, like, I told him before, I was like, I want you to get back to that SM2, John, and I guess he was listening. Like, he brought it back to SM2. I have to wait till I haven't seen it on camera. Maybe you could arguably say that his first round was better than his performance at SM2 his first round. I don't know. But John definitely went interstellar. Like, he left Earth on the first. And Wavy had a good first as well. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really went off. But Wavy had a good first, but at the same time, it just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? I feel like the rookies, like, they're in a position where it's like they have to do like 5 times better than any vet they fight. You know, it's like when you boxing, like, you got to knock the champ down to really see if you get that dub. So it's like,
for real.
Second round though, John, it was good. He maybe dropped a couple notches, but Wavy really started cooking by the end of his second. And I personally thought, like, you could arguably give the second to John, but the second was debatable. You know, so by then I thought it might have either been 2-1. With John edge. 2-0 with John edge in the second, or 1-1. But the third round is when the whole battle just got killed by the crowd, if you ask me. Like, John went off in the third. He was cooking. He went off. And Wavy's third, like, he had a couple mediocre bars, but I didn't feel as though the crowd needed to boo. Like, if you ask me, like, the replay value just got shot to shit because the crowd just wouldn't stop booing. That's why I personally hate booing, because it kills you wanting to watch the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I thought Wavy had a chance to fight in the third, no honesty, but the crowd wasn't feeling it. But I salute him because he didn't even get flustered. Like, he said, all right, bet, y'all not going to listen to me? I'm going to spit for the camera. He just kept rapping for the camera. He didn't let the bulls get to him, so I salute him for that.
That's poised.
That's definitely a fact.
Yeah,
I definitely heard Hitman tweeting about the crowd messing up the battle and taking away from the replay values. Yes, that's messed up, man. It's really messed up.
They was wild. They was wild. It wasn't just a Wavy battle too. They was getting at everybody. They booed Rex for like 2 seconds. They booed Big T for a few. They was booing Official. I think they booed Lux, if I remember. Like, they was booing everybody, bro.
Hey, how was Big T and Shotgun Suge, man? I'm hearing some good things about Big T. You know, I was a person who personally thought he didn't deserve to be there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's neither here nor there. But how did he perform?
Bro, Big T was crazy, son.
Okay.
Big T was crazy. He got back to the old Big T, but you could also hear some of like the NWX like influences. Like he brought in like a new kind of style, but he still had the old Big T in him. So I mean, first 2 rounds, Big T went off. He did his thing, you know. Big T and Shotgun Suge, I think that's a battle that, if you ask me, that should hit the mill. You know, it should definitely hit a mill. It's not on pay-per-view, so views ain't going to get messed up. So I think it should hit a mill. His third round, he kind of fizzled a little bit in the third. He got booed a little bit, but Big T's a vet, so he didn't get bothered by the boos at all. He finished decent. You know, he finished pretty good. But the first 2, Big T was going off, bro. He had everyone spazzing. His performance was crazy. He was dancing on stage. It was nuts, man.
Oh, how was Suge? Suge showed out as well?
Suge, if you ask me, personally, I had to give the battle to Suge because the battle was so close, the first 2 rounds, and Suge finished. Like, Suge's third round could have been his first because that's how strong he was. You know what I'm saying? So Suge finished the battle, in my opinion, kind of like as if it's like a boxing match. 12 round, it's even on the scorecards, and then next thing you know, Suge just hits him with, you know, an uppercut and drops him, and then you have to, of course, give him the dub because of that. So I think that Suge won 2-1, but it was very close. you could argue the other way for Big T, but both ways, it was one of those battles that people was hating on, and everyone who hated, in my opinion, got to shut up because the battle was crazy.
Or I wasn't looking forward to that, so I hope so then, because I wasn't looking forward to that one.
I know you're not alone. A lot of people weren't looking forward to it, but in all honesty, bro, like it definitely surpassed the hype because there was no hype behind it.
Well, we spoke about the Jazz and Hustle. I mean, you was there, so we were talking about the chance of the 3-0 and you getting bodied and all that. It was bad in the room. I take it.
Well, you talking about the official Hustle?
Yeah.
Who you thought was going to
win? Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I thought official was gonna win.
Okay. I mean,
honestly, it was ugly. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
It was a horror movie. A lot of people
shame
like.
On me.
I thought just based off our last performance, official was gonna take it 2-1. I went into the building and people was shocking my life with it. They talking about, I think official going 3-0 Hustle. There was mad people. I'm talking like 20 to 30 people I heard say that, and I was like, what is wrong with you? Like 3-0? You crazy? Like I didn't see it happen. I didn't see Hustle 3-0 on official either. But
no way.
Bro, official, all love to official, man, but she kind of got her food eaten for real.
Yo, listen, man, on camera, that shit was just as bad, man. It was like the nerve of me, nigga. That shit was that shit was disgusting.
You know what it was? Official showed that she doesn't have the best control over a big crowd. Like, even when people start wilding for her bars and shit to Haymaker and everyone starts going crazy, if you notice, even with the Jazz battle, she has problems getting people to quiet down. And she doesn't just have the ability to just keep rapping through it, And with Hustle, she showed...
You're trying to remember your raps, bro. You're just trying to remember her raps.
Right. I mean, that might be it. But, I mean, she also... We saw that she don't know how to take moves,
Yeah.
Like I said, all respect to her, but she kind of looked, in a way, like a little kid, like, crying because they're uncomfortable with the situation. Like, she was asking Smack, get him to calm down. Let me rap.
Yeah.
Like I said, Wavy sued to him. He didn't even bother asking for no help. He just kept rapping. Says, like I said, screw it, And the thing was, official was like they would be booing her, and then she would try to get them to calm down. And then once they calmed down, she said another thing that wasn't that hot, so people start booing again. So it's like, if you know people gonna boo, just don't even try to get them to calm down. You don't even want them to hear it. Then if that's my opinion. Like, if they're gonna boo, hope they don't hear it. And just let the camera pick it up. So. Yeah,
real quick. Now, speaking of official, we was having to talk about her before this battle, at least, that she has the capability of being a Battle of the Year candidate with Jazz, and she beat Hustle, and then she has Lady Luck later. And we personally thought that was going to pretty much go 2 out of 3. Thought it was going to be an easy win. Do you think that this battle really shook up her stock, at least after that Jazz? Like, a lot of people were thinking that at least she was the top dog after this battle. She's got bodied. So what's it looking like for official?
In terms of her stock, I'm not really going to say that it necessarily shook up her stock, but because like you said, she got Lady Luck coming up next. So at the end of the day, what she lost versus Hustle, she could easily gain back in that battle. I don't know. I mean, it does show that she has some chinks in her armor, and that if she doesn't have full control over the crowd, she's not the most comfortable person on stage. She don't really know what to do if she don't have the crowd control. So it just shows that she does have some vulnerability. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna take nothing away from official. She's nice. Hustle is just, she just showed that as much of a predator as you are, I'm that much more. So she just went up against a Titan, and she wasn't ready for it.
Word. Yo.
So you think this battle was premature?
Huh?
Well, not this battle, but at least her presence on the SM5 stage premature?
I can't necessarily call it premature. I mean, I can't necessarily call it premature. The big stage with Jazz, that was, a test right there, and official has been putting in crazy work against a variety of other opponents, prior to that. And she's pretty much shown nothing but a champion spirit up until Hustle. Like I said, man, I just think that, you know, when she battled Jazz, she shined so hard because Jazz is such a calm rapper. Like Official and Hustle, they're the type of rappers that, like, if you were going to put it in, like, a concert setting, it's like one of those, like, rave, like, parties, just, like, crazy energy, just beats all up in your face, you know what I'm saying, getting you hyped up. Jazz is one of those people that's, like, a smooth-talking rapper, so that's how she gets her work in, by, like, how smooth and slick, her slickness. But Official,
true, that's
a person
like
Official, you know what I'm saying, a person like Official or Hustle could beat a Jazz badly because of the fact that they're so energetic and aggressive and just, you know, just ferocious, whereas Jazz so calm, you can feel that energy more. But when you put two people that are just ferocious against each other, one of the people is going to shine as the more ferocious of the two, you feel me? So I think that's why, partially why Official has so much success versus Jazz.
No, that's a dope way of putting it. That's a definitely dope way of putting it, man. What we got up next, man? What we got up next, Sinatra?
T-Rex and T-Top, man. T-Rex and T-Top, we didn't get to speak on none of these yet, but I just want to get your opinion. I know I don't want to hold you too long.
It's all good. T-Rex, T-Top, I mean, where you want me to start, bro? T-Rex came back. I don't even know what more to say than that. You know what I'm saying? T-Rex came back. I think he showed some, like, he displayed a little bit of the new school. Like, there was a couple little, like, wordplay things and, like, slight little scheme setups that I heard in his raps, and I was like, okay, he actually implemented some evolved style of battle rap. But at the end of the day, it was still the same old T-Rex, you know, gritty street bars. But it seems as though he really took the time to actually put quality into his bars, you know, which he hasn't done in a while. And I think that he's actually been listening to the fans, you know, who have been criticizing him for so long. But also, I think the battle was just so dope because it was stylistically, T-Top and T-Rex are kind of made for each other, where it's just two dudes that come from that life that could just talk about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same energy back and forth, and everyone in URL loves people that could talk the street life. So I thought it was a fire battle. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous to T-Top, though, in the beginning because after Rex went first and the crowd was on his side, I thought that the crowd might just have, like, a biasness towards Rex. You know, it was like either they were going to love Rex or hate him. And since they loved him, I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going to start booing T-Top. But T-Top just came out and did his thing because T-Top, you know, he's been through some battles. He's one of the more proven battlers out of the new school. So, I mean, he was able to get the crowd's attention quick. So I thought it was fire. I don't know. What you guys think, though?
Me personally, bro.
Go ahead.
My fault. Go ahead.
Now, I was going to ask him, did you think T-Top has been listening to the masses about his directness? Because I think that's what he did straight out the gate, and people were expecting to hear straight drug talk for drug talk, and as soon as T-Rex was done, T-Top went straight into, like, talking about Rex, and Rex mainly throughout his verse, and I thought that's what surprised me, and I think that's what people were like, oh, okay, Top is talking about it. He going directly at him, so... Do you think he actually been listening to the masses? Because I think that was what actually gave me the battle with T-Top.
Yeah, definitely. I think T-Top definitely took that into consideration. I mean, coming off of the Suge battle, I think that he went back to the drawing board and reassessed some things, you know, his approach and, you know, his setups and everything and his plan of attack. I think both of them were listening to, you know, the criticisms that have come from the crowd. And at the end of the day, criticisms are only there to make you better. So I think that they both paid great attention to him, and it showed in the battle, you know. I don't know how it looked on camera. I just know how it looked in the house, and the house was great. But I heard from people saying on camera it was wild, too, so.
Nah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. But go ahead, Sinatra. I'll give my full recap when y'all done.
Nah, in short, man, you know, listen, my favorite battle rapper is T-Rex, but I still think that, like, you know, Mike said, you know, he showed up. You know, he tried to bring some more up-to-date style to it. I felt like T-Top might have called him. It's kind of hard to say because, you know, I'm watching it from a standpoint of, you know, he's bringing some of the new shit he's listening, but T-Top is still being T-Top. And I can't, you know what I mean, I can't knock T-Top for still showing up. And like Mike said, we just said Official doesn't have, like, the crowd control. So this nigga's in New York, well, you know, Dot Mob, them niggas, they just scream heavy anyway. You know what I mean? Right. And so he controlled himself, composed himself, and went in there and just swayed the crowd to where this is a battle now. Fuck all this, you know what I mean, what he got to do, he in the battle. And he going to have to do that shit. And I felt like T-Top might have edged him just because Rex has still got some shit he needs to work on. You know what I mean? Like, that's just something for me personally. Like, I just felt like T-Top might have edged him. I'm not mad if you say 2-1 either way, but I was in there more so thinking T-Top did what he was supposed to, but thankfully Rex showed up, so people going to, you know what I mean? Like, they going to look at it like, I don't know.
I think in the building I had edged the T-Top 2-1 as well, so.
Yeah, that shit was ugly. I don't know. Nels, you ain't think that shit was bad?
Yup.
Yeah. Nels, you ain't think that you ain't got nothing to say about the T-Top and Rex though?
Man, my nigga. Honestly, bro, I think that Rex really showed something, man. Rex showed that he wasn't dead yet. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, prior to this, man, my nigga, y'all already know. Earlier on like prior shows, I was saying Rex is done. He's washed up. I don't want to see him battle no more. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I just feel like if like this nigga battles someone who's gonna have a fucking dope ass matchup with him, then I don't mind watching Rex. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, he still lost. Maybe 3-0. I'm not gonna say he got bodied, but I think that Top might have edged in every round. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna say Top 3-0, but Rex did better. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, Rex is like, oh, yo, Rex is back. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. But Rex is back.
All right. Nah, how what you got though?
I definitely would agree with the majority of what Nell said. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just that T-Top really edged every round because it was the thing that, like I said, what was expected of what was going to happen with the drug talk. T-Top said, I'm going to give you that and I'm going to give you more. You know what I'm saying? I think that he, from the first out the gate, first round, he just had more to give. You know what I'm saying? Like he had more to drug talk, more to directness. It didn't sound like it was coming from a mixtape or anything like that too, because I know he said that, and he said that in the trailer that he felt like he had to really try to take away that comparison for that also in this battle. So out the gate he was definitely it was just the second and third. It's just same thing. I got more from T-Top, like, and I actually agree with everybody with the seeing more from T-Rex, and I definitely give him a lot of kudos for that. But it's just you still need more work, man, because it's just like T-Top just show why he's really what T-Rex is, but on a new level, more modern. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to T-Rex. He definitely made this a good battle. And I agree with Nels also that a battle with somebody that's more of the same style or gives that same feeling with T-Rex turns out to be a good battle. Like battles you see him and Calico, even though it was a weird battle, but it was still a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? They were still able to talk with each other. You see this battle with T-Top, it was actually looks better than the battle with Danny Myers. That just because it's someone that he can be able to, I guess, be himself more with. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think T-Top, he really edged every round, so this is really more of a 3-0 nobody. But this is an amazing look for T-Top.
Well, yo, matter of fact, I mean, I want to ask Mike something, man. So, last show, I was saying that I don't think Rex has really fell off. I feel like Rex has been rapping like this since the very beginning. I just feel like he hasn't evolved with the culture or evolved with the like times of battle rap. I feel like this is the same Rex that we've been listening to for years. We just don't like that shit no more.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I've also been saying that, and asking people in my interviews the same question, bro. I think that's the exact point of it. He's the same Rex since day one. It's just people don't want to hear the same Rex. People want to hear the new school stuff more. And I guess people's ears have gotten so seasoned to what constitutes as being a good bar. So that what we thought was hot from Rex back in the days, we might think of it as mediocre today. you know. At the end of the day, like a lot of the new school battlers, if you put them in the ring back in the days, like people might want to crucify me for saying this, but if you put a lot of the new school dudes in the way that they spit in the ring back when Mook and Serious Jones and all of them were, you know, first having their battles going down on camera, these dudes would be looked at as gods back, you know what I'm saying? Because everything is so complex, it would have really been making people's mind just rattle and just really, like, think about, damn, bro, he just had, like, a triple meaning within that one bar. Like, back in the days, all love and respect to everybody who did it, but the battle rap formula back then was more straight to the point, more simple, more simplistic, you know. And now everyone's mind is evolved. Like, you want to hear, like, complexity. Even if it is, like, a street, just hard, gritty bar, you still want to hear something that really kind of makes you think. Or it's not just about how you feel. It's like the feel is a great portion of it, but a lot of people want to be, like, mentally challenged more these days. So I just think that, yeah, it's the same Rex, but it's just everyone's mind is kind of evolved to what we want to hear.
Hey, Mike. Now you say that like that the fans want to be more mentally challenged with the bars. Do you think when people say that the URL crowd wants more straight to the point, more simplistic bars to really sway the crowd, get the haymakers and such like that, is that just for the URL crowd, or do you think that's a more broad statement for the battle rap masses? Because I honestly think that's more of an insult to the crowd, because I don't think everybody really thinks that they really just want to hear, we'll say 1, 2, 3, I'm going to shoot you type lines, you know what I'm saying? They actually want to hear some more, like you said, a little bit more intricate type lines. They don't have to be nothing of like Lux caliber, nothing like that, but it just wants to, you know what I'm saying, switch it up some type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't personally think that we'll only want to hear shoot 'em up bars in the URL at all. I mean, at the PGs today that I was just coming from, Dre Dennis versus Young Scotty was ridiculous, bro. And there was mad bars being spit on both sides that you had to, like, stop and think for a second, like, oh, that was crazy. Now, whether or not the bar was, you know, street or hood, whatever, quote-unquote, in essence, it doesn't mean that the bar wasn't said in a complex way that really, like, challenges your brain. You know what I'm saying? Why does a dude like Chilla Jones have so much success on the URL? It's not because he's spitting about grabbing the shotgun and blowing your family away. Chilla Jones is a mastermind at making people feel puzzled. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, whether you're URL, KOTD, Don't Flop, you know, X amount of other bajillion leagues that are around, everyone likes to hear something that challenges point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear ABC 1, 2, 3. So, I definitely don't think that people in the URL only want to hear gritty street shit. Like, I think, yeah, it's definitely an insult. You know what I'm saying? How many battlers on the URL are just sick, nasty, you know, double, triple, quadruple meanings within a bar? You know, bars that have the slow, delayed reaction and, you know, hit 10 seconds after you said it. Like, you know, I definitely don't think that holds true for the URL.
No, I definitely agree. I only asked it because you said you see battles with, like, how the fans did with Verb, because he started going to stories. And then if you look at his battle where he kind of did the same thing in St. Louis, people were actually, like, dead silent and listening and such like that. And I think people take out little points in certain battles, in certain rounds, and try to make that a broad statement for the URL crowd, which makes it feel that artists, when they come there, they have to dumb down their bars. Because I've seen XL talking about he had to feel like he had to start dumbing down his bars, not just on the URL stage, but in general when he battled JC. And he said he just feel like he doesn't even have to do that shit anymore. He had to, you know what I'm saying, reflect back on that. Do you think that, you know what I'm saying, that artists are having to dumb down, feel like they have to dumb down their bars? You know what I'm saying, you have a lot of interviews with such of them. I don't know if you had these conversations, but do you feel like they have to dumb down their bars when they come to the URL stage or more main stages, such like that?
Nah, I don't think that they have to dumb down their bars. I just think that the issue is that the URL crowd has been given so much freedom since the genesis of, you know, the URL to interfere with battles in a negative way that battlers feel as though I need to dumb it down so that there's less chance of me, you know, having a bar that goes over heads. And it's not that it was a bad bar. It was a crazy bar. People don't understand it, so they start booing me. I don't think that they dumb it down because they don't think the crowd can understand it. Thinking in the back of their mind, you know, if this doesn't hit, no matter how fire it might be, if they catch it on camera, the people in the building don't understand it, and they're going to boo me, and it's going to fuck up my whole round. That's what I think it is. You know.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. Yeah. And that's something that I really, in all honesty, hope changes in the near future is, you know, crowd control. Like I said, I love Smack URL, man. Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? The battles that come out the league are, you know, the highest viewed in the world. But at the end of the day, the crowd control gotta be enforced to a certain extent, man. I mean, I don't get it personally. Like, if you know that this booing is gonna mess up your replay value on YouTube, that alone should let you know that this shouldn't happen, because if it messes up the replay value, it doesn't get you as many views. That translates into money. You're not gonna get as much money off of this video if not as many people click on it as many times they would if people didn't boo. You feel me? So that's the one thing that I really hope changes, is just the boos. Some people like it. Some people, you know, go to battles and love the feeling that, yeah, I can boo if I don't like this. But to me, I hate it, man. Like, nobody wants to hear you mess up a performance. So that's just me.
Nah, you definitely got an agreement with me over here, man.
Hey,
I'm
Mike,
going
let
to
me
pass
ask
it back
you.
on to Go ahead.
Yo, Mike, let me ask you something real quick. Did you feel like the Tay-Rock and Calico crowd or not? Do you feel like they lived up to the hype? Because I felt like that battle was very good.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot. Calico started off real strong in his first. You know, he gives you that feel. The only thing with Calico that's interesting to me is the Summer Madness crowd is always kind of like 50-50 with him. Aside from when he battled Math, because Math was like the ultimate bully image at the time when he battled him. So they were like, of course, they were on his side. It was like a David and Goliath. Everyone's going to root for the dude that's looked at as like the smaller image or whatever. But ever since then, like Loaded Lux, you know, he got booed. T-Rex, he got booed. And even yesterday, you know what I'm saying, the crowd tried to give him a hard time in certain parts. Like, Calico he kind of gets 50-50 love on the URL, on the Smack, at least on the Summer Madness stage. But take that away, I thought the battle was dope. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to just say, I feel like with Calico, just from that standpoint that you're saying, like, I feel like that was just more towards the third round. I felt like people really like to see Calico. I feel like he knows how to control the crowd. He's one of them people, to me, people used to really like Calico, and especially because he had beat Math. I think after the Lux battle, it was kind of shaky. I think he got booed for the third round, or for shit against Rex, because they were just mad friendly. You know what I mean? And he was kind of like, It was just kind of weird. But I felt like this time around, it's just because, you know, people, sometimes, I've been in those crowds, bro. You have to, like, they just want to boo. You know what I mean? People want to hear what they want to hear, and they don't think about what it's going to look like later, because they hear they paid their money, and they going to boo if they don't like it. And that's just what people do. It's the ignorance of it sometimes, or it's the beauty of it. It depends on how you want to look at it. But I thought Cal, he showed up. I thought he might have almost took it from Tay-Rock if Tay-Rock hadn't you know, I guess I'll use your term, interstellar. He kind of went interstellar for a second. Like, he was on it. Yeah. He was on a different level at some points, but it was like a classic clash to me. They really was clashing.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, it was definitely fire.
Bumped.
I mean,
when you see Tay-Rock getting bumped and pushed around on stage, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I was thinking that, too. That was crazy.
You don't see that.
That was crazy.
Yo, honestly, though, Tay-Rock handled that shit better than a lot of niggas. He handled that shit very well, you know what I'm saying? You know, he even fucking bumped him back and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
honestly.
Touching me.
You know
what I mean? Because, like, yo, honestly, that's a battle that I was waiting for. I love that battle, man. Like, I think that was the best battle of the whole night, because both niggas came with it, you know what I'm saying? We rocked with them fucking gun bars. Calico, yo, that nigga looked focused. He ain't had no fucking haircut in the motherfucking minute. I'm like, oh, shit, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was focused. I'm like, all right, so, yo, Calvin in that fucking dungeon. But also with Calico, I can tell that he's focused on his music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, which is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like between him and Surf, they might be like two niggas in battle rap that can really blow with the fucking music shit. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, man, that battle was crazy though, man. I think that Rock got that shit 2-1, but that was just all for that fucking first watch. Second watch, I don't know, man, because that fucking first and third round are so debatable to me. But that second round, T-Rock, he left first, man. T-Rock was going crazy.
Hey, what y'all think? Oh, my God, my God. My fault, my God.
Bro.
I was going to ask y'all what y'all thought about Calico, shitting on his homies like that. Like, I never seen K-Rock be put in that position. So, like Nell said, you did handle it well, but he was talking shit to his niggas, and there was a whole bunch that was going on. Truthfully, it was wild just to see how, like, he was dissing the whole squad coming in. He came out late. I don't know. Calico was playing games with K-Rock on a different level.
Mm-hmm. The thing with Calico,
I think he was honestly testing him. Go ahead, Mike, my bad.
No, you good. No, I think, he was testing him, but one thing with Calico is that it's kind of hard to battle him in a sense because no matter how real and official you might be in the streets for real, Calico isn't fazed by anybody's status outside of battle rap. Like, you might be a straight-up stone cold killer, caught 100 bodies in the street, and Calico's going to look at you like, okay, I'm not afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? So nothing that anyone brings to the table, Calico's ever really, like, he's like fearless in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about whatever. Like, if you want to pop off on stage, Calico's down. Like, whether it's Patch Day, whether it's Matt Hoffa when he tapped his face. Sue Surf, he did the same thing in Surf. Sue Surf's man was, standing behind Surf wilding, he was really trying to pop off, and Cal got right in his face, like, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, Cal's one of the dudes who's not scared of people. So that fearlessness makes him even more dangerous in the ring.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You can even say that the same thing when we got up there with Lux. You know what I'm saying? Lux, he did not care about Lux at all. He was really up there trying to big boy Lux, like, I'm this, you're that, I've been doing this, I'm here, putting this, I'm doing this, you've been out, such like that. So I think he did the same thing in a sense with Tay-Rock, in the sense, not talking about what he done, but in the sense that I'm just as, if for lack of a better term, bad as you. And then he, like with Sinatra talking about going behind him and going out to his mans and his brother and all that such, and talking to his brother. He had bars for his brother all up in his face. I thought that that gave me so many points gave Cal so many points for me. That's just me, because I never seen nobody take it to that level with Rock and his brother. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they could be a team, and he definitely made sure that he took the momentum from Rock and him. Well, at least the whole Cave gang who was there to show that I'm not scared of none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not about to phase me in this battle. You can say talk to Rock, all that. I'm all up in both of y'all face. And I think the first round, you really got to see what Rock was talking about. What Cal was talking about in the sense of the feel you get from both sides. When the feel you get from Rock, you get a lot of energy. But when you get, you know what I'm saying, Cal, you get the energy. You get the nostalgia. Some niggas who just got out of jail type of nostalgia type stuff. Right. He talking to them, and they, you know what I'm saying, that's the stuff that they love when he says the metaphors of real rap. He came back to SM5 to show that's what I'm about. And y'all been knowing this whole time I've been talking about, I can't wait to see Cal back on this SM5 stage, and he showed why he was ready to be back on this SM5 stage. He wasn't talking about, I need to get back on Smack for nothing. Like, this is why. And me personally, I may switch here and there with who I think won this battle, because I agree with y'all. Tay-Rock was definitely in rare form in this battle, but it's just like I said, that feeling I got from Cal, I think in that first and the third, second is clear for Tay-Rock. That controller line is, come on, son, like. But the first and the third, I just felt like I got the nostalgia from that old Cal from Summer Madness, or that Cal that was just on the come up, hungry, taking out anybody who Smack put it in his way. And I think he definitely showed that with this battle. I think the only time I think that they tried to boom was that Death Trap line. And I was confused on why that got booed, but
Right. Yeah. One thing I got to say about Calico, man, is when he battled Lux, like, he kind of got put in a bad position, because at the time when Lux came to battle him, like, no one had ever really heard Preacher bars on that magnitude, you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though...
his call dropped. We can wait for him to get the call back up, though, but... Man, that Cal battle, I don't know, man. I'm probably going, if I watch it again, like, I'm probably going to say, damn, Tay-Rock probably did get that first.
Now,
but it's like one of those battles. it can go 2-1 either way, really. Like real talk. Real talk.
Yo, this battle was so crazy because Calico was saying shit that, like, it was almost like him stepping away. I can't even think of the line he said. Yo, it was like some shit he said.
We got Mike back on. You back on, bro.
Yo. My fault. I don't even know what happened, man.
Nah, you good. We were still talking about the table. Let's switch it though, man. I gotta get your opinion on this Lux and Clips, because this battle right here has got so much going on. It has so much potential stuff that's going on that it's just like, how did y'all think? What did you think, Mike, being there? How was it? All that tension on stage and niggas talking shit behind each other. What was all that shit about?
I mean, the tension on stage was, from where I was standing, it was pretty for real. Like, I was honestly kind of thinking, like, yo, something about to pop off. Like, Beasley was over there manhandling dudes, trying to break it up to make sure no fight broke out. It was crazy, man. The one thing I will say is that Lux kind of boxed himself into a corner when, I guess he did it because he was trying to, like, show, like, oh, I'm not going to let this dude, like, be in control. I'm not going to let this dude, like, punk me. Like, I'm not going to just let Charlie Clips go first. Like, nah, old school rules, you're going to flip the coin. But at the end of the day, bro, if you battling Charlie Clips, why would you want him to go second? Like, if he's going to volunteer to go first,
that's what I was
him
thinking.
Go first.
Yeah,
like, don't he hurt himself doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing when he battled Hollow. Like, don't let these dudes go second. You want to go first. You know what I mean? I mean, you want them to go first. So I think that the whole tough guy act kind of put him in a bad spot when he did that. But it was crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear it on camera, but people were chanting 3-0 for Clips.
Yeah,
we heard that at the end. We heard it at the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
man.
Weird,
that was blasphemy,
weird,
man. That was blasphemy.
It was weird.
I don't know what type of
that was
man.
crazy. Yeah.
They was with Lux. They was with Lux in the first and the second, and then the third they tried to boo Clips. Then they said 3-0. Like, come on, what? Like, how you booed and say 3-0? That's weird.
Yo, Mike, I told you, you been there. Niggas be high, niggas be drinking. They just want to hear what they want to hear. They don't even be thinking.
Wildin'.
For real.
You know something that I've come to the conclusion of, and I think Lux has to come to this conclusion too if he wants to continue battling, is after the Calico battle, pretty much there's no more surprise from Lux. Like, we know the type of angle he's going to come with, conscious battle raps. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to come with just ignorant, whatever. He's going to come with something that has a purpose, a message, a meaning. So at the end of the day, Lux, as sharp as his pen might be, and he has one of the best pens in the game, he's very, nowadays, that you can see, he's very one-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? He's not a person that's going to utilize any comedy, different types of angles and stuff like that. He's a dude who's coming at you straight with the pen game. Now, he's going to try to expose you at some point for some type of, skeletons in the closet, but at the end of the day, it's still a one-track approach, one set of attack. So for him, when he's battling dudes like a Charlie Clips, like a Murder Mook, who's an expert at dissecting his opponents, or a Hollow the Don, who, again, is another expert at dissecting his opponents, Lux should go into these battles expecting fans in the house to root for the people that are going against him. Because if you're a person who can switch things up, show some versatility, it seems to me like they're always going to root against Lux from this day forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people are just in the building only show so much love for preaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, Charlie Clips, he did it all. He switched up characters. He did a whole bunch of different stuff, rebuttals, everything, even if people were born as rebuttals. But I feel as though in the building, Lux should get used to people voting against him. He should be used to, in a lot of ways, taking an L in the building from now on, if you ask me.
No, I think that's very interesting because I think when he began his journey, you see he tried to go through his different egos until, which I told y'all, he was going to come as Muscle T-shirt Lux. He came with the gray hoodie, to the blazer, to the polo, back to the, you know what I'm saying, to T-shirt Lux.
Man, that was so OD to me, man. I hated that, bro.
On top of that, Lux said he was going to kill somebody last night. I don't know if y'all niggas said that, but Lux said he was going to kill somebody last night. Like, he was talking gangster shit last night. I don't know if y'all caught that.
Oh, yeah, yes, he was. Thank you.
The preacher went real Black Jesus on us, my nigga. Real quick. Real shit. I don't care what none of y'all say. That nigga was a real Black Jesus for us, real quick. But
yeah, I think he definitely was talking about that street stuff. He was trying to bring aside that real Harlem, like just a strictly Harlem essence type shit. And I think he wasn't trying to be too. He was trying to be basically borderline street, borderline conscious. And I think when he said that, I'm the only, you know what I'm saying, conscious nigga, street nigga, something like that. And I think that's what he's trying to portray. He was trying to portray this battle. Like the street side he did with the paperwork and all that such, then the more the conscious side when he was breaking down, well, really not break. It's not really conscious to break down how your father's a snitch or whatever like that, but he was more
your father's a snitch too. All of that shit was, I thought, well, nobody's not saying that.
Weird.
I thought Mike would say too. I thought Charlie was like really, this is one of the best Charlies I thought I had seen in a minute. Like, Lux kind of got him out of his zone, but this nigga was even better than he was against Rex. Like, this might have been the best Charlie clips I ever saw. He did everything. Even though his second round people can pick with it, that nigga did everything. His third, Lux is lucky they stopped him. I'm with Lux's manager. Like, Lux manager, she was not having none of that bullshit. But that third round Charlie clips, if he would have got to keep going, Lux need to pay attention to that coin toss shit. Fuck all of that. This is how the rules go. If he wants to go first, let him go first. Because the last word always holds some type of weight. And you gave Charlie clips almost unlimited and the last word. That shit was like death. That was stupid.
Right.
That was,
hey,
I don't know.
Hey, Mike, what did you think about Charlie third? Because it's obviously seen that he switched it to a freestyle the same way he did at SM5. Did you think that was a good thing or a bad thing for him?
With Charlie?
Yeah.
I mean, I always love it when, it was funny. I think it was before the event, me and some people outside were talking, and we were talking about how battle rap back in the days, like, used to be all freestyle, and if you brought writtens to a freestyle battle, you were looked at as corny. But in this day and age, it's like for a written battle, if you can freestyle, it's like the next level of skill. You know what I'm saying? And you're held to a higher regard. So I always love it when Clips and other people, whether you want to say that he's a zombie right now or not, Prep, he's dope with rebuttals. DNA, Hollow, Sharon, whoever the case, you know what I'm saying? I love it when anyone who can freestyle does it. At the end of the day, it depends on the crowd and if they want to let you rock. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with Charlie. Whenever he wants to freestyle, in my opinion, bro, whether it's against Lux, whether it's against Murder Mook in the future, whoever, bro, I don't have a problem with it. I'm always down for that because I know he's nice to him. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact for me. But
that's real.
I personally feel as though seeing Lux's demeanor on stage, like Charlie might have gotten taken, out of his comfort zone at certain times just because of all the tension and, side stuff going on. But I felt as though Lux was kind of taken back by how much good material Charlie had and how much the crowd was responding to it. Like, Lux's face looked very uncomfortable at times to me, if you ask me. And I don't know if y'all saw, but when the crowd was chanting 3-0 for Clips, Lux he couldn't believe it. Like, his facial expression was just priceless. Like, Lux my dude, but, oh, man, he looked super sick when he heard that 3-0. Super sick.
I mean, I think he was kind of confused, too, because he probably just heard the boo and they ended up saying 3-0. I would have made the same face, too, my G. That was really confusing.
Yo, honestly, I was making the motherfucking same face. I was making the same face. My nigga, I was confused. I'm like, hold on, my nigga. Y'all just booed this nigga. Now y'all saying 3-0. I'm like, yo, man, the fucking URL crowd supposed to be bipolar or something, bro. I was confused. I was laughing. I didn't know what was going on, my niggas. I was lost. I was a lost.
Who y'all had winning on Kim?
Oh, man. Honestly, man, on fucking camera. Clips first 2 rounds was crazy, man. Fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? The why you fucking lying? That shit was funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it didn't matter how lyrical Lux was. The fact that Clips made niggas laugh, he had every aspect that niggas wanted in that round. Lyrically, Lux was an alien in that fucking second round. He was an alien. Going the fuck off. But I think Clips got that first round. The second round is very debatable, a very good round. But personally, I just like Clips a little better. But if like niggas saying after those first 2 rounds it's 1-1, cool. That third round was just weird as shit to me. I feel like that fucking third round, everyone getting involved with this shit, fucked up a classic. That shit could have been a fucking classic, bro. If, you know what I'm saying, Lux's people wasn't fucking it up, fucking Clips' people wasn't talking and shit, because the fucking tension, it was there. The tension was there. It was fucking real. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas could feel that shit over the fucking pay-per-view. So I already know, man, like, personally, that shit was crazy. I feel like that third round fucked up a classic. That would have been battle of the year probably, bro, because that shit was going off, my nigga. Okay. I was loving that shit. But
I keep it real with you, man. Okay.
I'm gonna say, right, I'm gonna say Clips 2-0 because that fucking third round, I just can't call this shit. It was weird, man. It was a lot of shit going on.
This nigga said Clips 2-0. Yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah, that Lux third round was biblical. Mike, what you think?
I took a copy of the paperwork that Lux was handing out. I took a copy of it to the crib and I started reading some of it. I don't know how authentic that is, man. That's why I'm not entirely sure.
Is that legendary memorabilia? Is that legendary battle rap memorabilia?
It totally is. I'm never tossing that out. Never tossing that out. But I don't know. I was reading it and I'm like, the dialogue. I don't know if dude was really speaking like this. This sounds like it might have been something that was just typed up. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But that don't sound like how the person would have really been talking. You know, it was extra formal and just judicially correct. So I don't know.
Yeah, but, it was a dope approach. It was a dope angle. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Without a doubt. And I also like the way that Lux kind of was wrapped it up when he was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, I come from the streets, cousin doing 25 to life, you know, I sold my weed, got into my fights, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like that as well.
Right.
It was a crazy battle. It was one of those things with preference, but, yeah, when I heard the 3-0 for Clips, I mean, you know what it is? In the building, though, I understand why people might have said that. Just because of just an all-around performance, Clips did more than Lux did when it comes to all-around performance. You know what I'm saying?
He does that better than anybody. He always that's I think why Clips is the god, so to speak. Because it's like, yo, no matter who he's battling, he always comes with everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even no matter who he battles. That's the thing. But he was definitely interstellar, my nigga. Like I'm running with that term, so that nigga definitely went interstellar on that one, son. Charlie was definitely something different because, excuse me, what people don't even pay attention to also, he came out the gate. Before he had the crowd as soon as he started rapping. Then his first round was stupid fire. His third, how did you even respond? I almost forgot about what Loaded did, and he threw the papers in the crowd. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because his second round, that's the gift that Charlie has too. When he freestyles, it was like, I wish I would have saw it against Hollow, but, he just was killing Loaded. It was hard. What was that line he said? Clips, Loaded. Like, he said some ill shit with that. He was on another level. He was on another level yesterday, and I just want to salute him. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see him and Hollow go down one more time. If him and Tay-Rock can battle twice, him and Hollow could battle twice, my nigga. That's real.
I think that Clips definitely took this one more serious than Hollow. For one reason or another. I'm not sure why, but he definitely
I think it's because of the L. I think it's just because of the L he took to Hollow, and they said he was listening to the fans. Because he kind of explained it in the third. And you know what? I'm not a person that likes excuses. You know what I mean? But it was plausible. It was one of those things where it was like when he was saying, I don't even come with third rounds no matter what. And I still was beating niggas, so I needed that against Hollow. Because sometimes, if you watch any movie or something like that, sometimes people need that. They forget why they so nice. So, shout out to Floyd Mayweather. He never forgot. But other than that, and certain people, the rest of the world, that's just how life, it seems how it works. You know what I mean? So I think Clips, he explained himself. He did his thing against Lux. And I thought it was bigger than just URL. That's why it got so testy, and that's why I'm not really mad at that. Because this is a Harlem thing, like people said, since they was on 8th Avenue. So you could see it. You could feel it. Like my man said over pay-per-view, you could feel that shit, yo. And when Shorty was wilding out, it didn't look good for Lux because you making Charlie look good. Because Charlie already said, yo, I gave you another minute, and you let, like, you know what I'm saying? I let you do everything. Let me go, my nigga. Charlie wasn't even done. It would have been ugly. So Charlie definitely got that one. And I was a huge Lux fan. I still think Lux is dope. I was one of them niggas. I was going to his church, leaving them niggas some money in the basket. But now it's looking ugly, man. Lux needs to just figure out that preachy shit everybody is gonna take to, and he's talk some of his street shit, but you gotta make people laugh. You gotta do more shit too. Everybody gotta start from the drawing board with this era. You gotta accept the process of change.
I got a good question for y'all. Do y'all think that Lux is still worth the big bucks that he might be asking for?
Nigga, no.
No.
But at the same time, that don't mean he don't get that 15, 20. That just mean that 50,000 shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might get to 25, get 30. That's nobody's business. You know what I mean? You might get an extra $5,000 or something. But to say you deserve 50, Mook can still play that game because he still has leverage. At the end of the day, he still hasn't lost a round since he's been back. Fuck a battle. So he can still play that game. But what's the name cannot. And I think, I'm glad you're on the phone for this, Mike. I was watching the battle, looking at it like, have you ever seen a movie like The Hills Have Eyes where when they thought they got out, somebody was watching them? I felt like Mook was watching that Loaded Lux battle, and now he knows that moment is coming for him. He can't run from this much longer, even because Loaded Lux had to get in that pit, and he lost, but it was a valiant effort. Mook going to have to get in that environment. He can't duck from that. I felt like he was watching, and he's going to get more time to get ready, but he better pay attention to what happened to Loaded because they're going to bury you. They're going to want to bury you. He better not battle on some man that's far to a young nigga. I tell him that shit. They're going to kill him there. They're going to kill him there. But, Mike, man, thank you for coming on, bro. I know we held you a little bit longer than expected, but I appreciate you for coming on and, shedding light on the situation. Are you sure Wavy wasn't Wavy, Mike? I mean, you sure Wavy was Wavy? Before we see the footage.
Are you sure Wavy was wavy as Wavy could be, man? I just think the crowd wasn't riding the wave last night, man. That's what I think.
Okay.
He wasn't the same Wavy from K-Shine, I'll say that, but at the same time he wasn't bad. It's the crowd wasn't with it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. 2-on-2. How'd you feel about the 2-on-2? I'm sorry, bro. I know it's not let you go. How'd you feel about that real fast?
Real fast, I felt as though I was going in, thinking NWX, and I left saying Cake Life.
What? Oh wow, yo! All right, that's we all disagree with you right now, my nigga. But that's crazy.
That's just me watching it from the building. You know what I'm saying? It's different in the building on cam. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So in the building, I felt the cake effect. Pause. Okay, that sounds like kind of funny, but yeah.
Nah. Niggas don't know. Yeah, Golden Gloves. But Mike, man, thank you for coming on, man. You did good last night, man, with the Kid Capri joint. I seen you. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you, my G. Thank you for coming on, man.
For sure, bro. Talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Good looking. Stay up.
Peace.